So we had an explosive story about the Democratic Party, about corruption, and about the rigging of an election. So Donna Brazile is a former chairwoman of the Democratic Party. She served as the DNC, the Democratic National Committee Chairwoman. She served that position. She had previously been vice chair, and she was appointed chair after Debbie Wasserman Schultz, who was the other chairwoman, resigned. So Donna Brazile became chairwoman last year during the election. And she wrote an op-ed a few days ago in Politico, a famous magazine. And she alleged some explosive things about the Democratic Party and what they did last year and the year before to really help Hillary Clinton over Bernie Sanders. So Donna Brazile alleges that during the primary process, and even before the primaries were held, before the Iowa caucus, before New Hampshire, before any state had voted, Hillary Clinton was working with the DNC to control the money, the fundraising, the hiring, and the firing of DNC employees. She was also controlling the messaging of the party, how the party operated inside and out. The reason why the story is so important is because every time we have a presidential election, each party says, we will remain neutral. We will not support any candidate of our parties until we have a nominee. They did it in 2008 when Barack Obama, then Senator Barack Obama, ran against Senator Hillary Clinton and Senator John Edwards, and a whole lot of other people ran that year. I can't even remember who all ran, but a lot of people ran in 2008. The DNC, the Democratic National Committee, said we will not support any candidate until a nominee is picked. And when the nominee was picked, which was Barack Obama that year, hence why he became president, the DNC said, now we're willing to throw all our resources, all our money, all our organizers, all of our staff behind Obama. He is our nominee, and we will support him against whoever the Republican is, who was John McCain that year. So each party does this every year. And so far, if there has been collusion between a party and a specific candidate, it hasn't been released yet. That was until 2016. So 2016 was an interesting year for many reasons. Number one, you had a woman running who was the front runner to run, Hillary Clinton. She had served as Obama's Secretary of State for 4 years, a senator from New York, the first lady to Bill Clinton. She was immensely popular within the Democratic Party. And then you had 73-year-old Jewish socialist from Vermont named Bernie Sanders, who had no name recognition at the time he announced, run for president at the same time. They both ran as Democrats. Every year, as I've already mentioned, both parties say they will remain neutral. The parties are not allowed, neither the party chair, the party vice chair, the party treasurer, nobody who works as a member of the Democratic National Committee, the Democratic Party headquarters, can endorse a candidate during a primary because the party is supposed to remain unbiased and make sure that the primary process is fair to both Bernie Sanders' team and Hillary Clinton's team. And Donna Brazile alleges in this Politico op-ed that that did not happen. That Hillary Clinton had the full support of the DNC because Hillary Clinton ran the DNC at the time she ran for president before a single vote had been cast. This is an explosive revelation because for years now, for about a year, not years, about 2 years, Bernie Sanders supporters have been alleging that Hillary Clinton always had an advantage over him in the primary. Bernie Sanders supporters have been alleging that the DNC was not fair to him, that the Democratic Party supported Hillary over him, and that is one of the reasons why he lost. And up until this point, Hillary Clinton supporters denied it through and through. They said that's unfair. How dare you accuse us of collusion? We would never do that. Bernie Sanders just lost the nomination because he simply got less votes and less delegates than Hillary Clinton did. But now they can't make that argument anymore. Now we have a senior political official for the Democrats, Donna Brazile, who was the chair of the party, say that the party favored Hillary Clinton because Hillary Clinton ran the party operations inside and out before the primaries had even started. And that's mind-boggling. Because their whole argument for all this time was Bernie Sanders supporters need to get over it. They lost the election fair and square. Hillary Clinton won. Let's move on and let's not talk about anything that happened in 2016 that's in the past. But now you have a senior official in the party admit that Hillary Clinton was favored over Bernie Sanders, that the DNC did violate its own pledge. And Hillary Clinton loyalists continue to go on the news. They've been on the news in the last few days. They continue to defend Hillary Clinton, and they continue to say the DNC was unbiased. Now, my thoughts on this, I think that this is horrible for many reasons. The Democratic Party has a commitment to its voters to remain neutral. In any election, the DNC cannot and should not be endorsing or even work behind the scenes to support one candidate over the other. And the fact that they did this, and the fact that Bernie Sanders supporters like myself already had suspicions that they were doing this, is just awful. Because how are we to believe, how are people to the left of the Democrats, how are more liberal Democrats supposed to believe anything the DNC says? They say one thing and they do the other. This is also an important revelation for this reason. Hillary Clinton lost to Donald Trump last year. She ran a horrible campaign and lost to an orange clown who openly bragged about sexual assault on tape. And she lost to him despite the fact that she had the whole Democratic Party behind her, all the celebrities, the media, everybody supported Hillary Clinton over Donald Trump, except the right. Even some on the right. George Bush voted for Hillary Clinton. George Bush, who invaded Iraq, who did all these right-wing conservative policies, voted for Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton had every single advantage over Donald Trump, and she still lost. Why? Because of stuff like this. Because she's corrupt, and because of this. The DNC had no business rigging the primary in favor of any candidate, period. And this is also interesting because Donna Brazile last year denied all claims that the DNC had rigged the primary. So miraculously, she comes out and says, yeah, I was kind of joking. I was kind of lying. The DNC actually did rig the primary. Oops. No. You don't get a free pass, Donna, because last year, all you did was hold Hillary Clinton's water the entire time she ran for president. When you ran for chair, or when she was appointed chair, she was giving out debate questions to Hillary Clinton before the Democratic primary debates. She was cheating in the debates for Hillary Clinton. And she got called out on it, and she refused to answer the question. It was a video on TYT Politics. I encourage you all to check it out. Jordan Sheridan, one of their reporters, interviewed Donna Brazile for only a few minutes. And he kept asking her about why she would release questions. Why would she give questions to Hillary Clinton before a debate? So you're not supposed to do that, by the way. You're never supposed to give questions to somebody before a debate. While she worked at CNN, she gave questions to Hillary Clinton, and Jordan Sheridan asked her about it, and all she did was fearmonger. She avoided the question. She introduced red herring. She was talking about Russia and how Russia was hacking into elections and how the DNC was the victim of cyber crimes, etc., etc., etc. She refused to answer the questions about why she would give questions to Hillary Clinton, why she would cheat in a debate for Hillary Clinton. And now she expects the Bernie Sanders supporters like myself to forgive her because she's coming out against the Clintons now. No. You don't get to be forgiven. This does not take away from the fact that you cheated and that you were involved in this corruption. Just because you reveal corruption does not excuse from the fact that you were involved in it. And that's what she's trying to do. And another thing. I'm a little confused as to why Donna Brazile would be so corrupt, so brazen in her corruption, and just so obvious about her support of Hillary Clinton when she alleges in this same op-ed that she wrote a few days ago that Hillary Clinton's staff and supporters disrespected her and disrespected members of her staff at the DNC. She even writes in one of the paragraphs in this op-ed that she yelled at a Hillary Clinton staffer and told him, quote, "I am not Patsy the slave." And that's interesting because you're getting all upset at Hillary Clinton about this slave mentality that you think that she has about you, yet you supported her and carried her water. I find that interesting. And it just goes to show that corruption is still a problem and that people will do anything and everything to make